Hey guys, hello and welcome to my first live here. Just making sure everything's set up, trying to make sure I'm able to see chat. All right. Well, what I'm here for tonight is to complete the Night Watch challenge by Lockjaw Manufacturing. It's a 30-minute stream or more after 11 p.m. It is 12:38, Sunday, December 7th. But what I want to show and stream tonight is I got an order in from Moki, and I'd like to put it together with you guys. I'm going to start with his new dual line, and then we'll move into the Explorer Set V2. So I'm taking my first look with you guys. We're going to start with the Druid set. I'm definitely liking these guys so far. Beautiful. And then, of course, we'll do some picking at the end. Let's take a look at the Bard set while we're here. These are very nice as well. I'm excited to put these together. A nice set of tensioners. The bottom of the QA here. Still little heat shrink tubes to put on. I'll probably do that at another time. I'm excited. These are nice. And some top of the QA tensioners. Very nice. Go ahead and start with the scales. All right, so we'll start with the Druid set. I'm going to scale them with the blue dual line. In addition to assembling this Moki equipment, I will be just going over some of my favorite gear. I'm not too far into the high security locks just yet, but I'll share some of the tips I've found for locks in the belt ranges I've been working in, and we'll have some pick-in at the end. I have to say, what a fantastic community um, the lock sport community is, and becoming a part of it has just been very nice in a lot of ways. Sticking to that Reaper set with those Delta 44 handles is the handle set that is on these guys. And he is taking a bit of a break right now. His shop, Delta 44, is closed at the moment. They are welcoming a new baby into the family. Just seems being a little fickle. Hey, buddy. Thanks for making it in. Just putting some Moki gear together, and then I'll do a little bit of picking towards the end. Picked up their Explorer set V2 and both of the dual lines that he's released so far, the Druid and the Bard set. Made it over from Germany the beginning of the week, and I've been waiting to do this live for you guys. Okay, that completes the Druid set, and now we'll move into the Bard. I am I'm a buy once, cry once type of guy. It's always been kind of the outlook I've had. And I've been really curious to try his equipment after everything everyone said in the community. So I just kind of went all out. I had mentioned earlier just what a fantastic community the Locksport community is, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of it and to be making acquaintances with such awesome folks and such a fun hobby for me. Something I can do at the end of the night that's quiet and doesn't disturb the family while everyone's sleeping. Because woodworking, can't really do woodworking after 7 o'clock. It's a little obnoxious for the household and the neighbors. I also have some gear to show from some of our community members. I'm excited to show that. Received a pick case from Phantasm Industries, and I'm excited to get that loaded up. Can I ask you how the volume is? Are you able to hear me okay? Been on a bit of a challenge run. Oh, what am I doing? Been on a bit of a challenge run lately. Just love these community challenges and these giveaway challenges. Thank you. I appreciate that. Haven't had anyone else to ask yet, so yeah, this one's being a little fickle too. Had it facing the right way, it would have seated properly. Let's get this in here and then I'll pick that. Right. We'll grab that one that fell. Actually, I'm just gonna open one of the extras he gave me. I'll grab that later. Yeah, first impressions so far, I really am happy with the way the quality seems to be on these. We'll know more once we start to pick. Stuck in the damn plastic. I'm losing it. Don't know why I'm nervous. I've been making a few videos recently and just not normally the type of guy to put myself out there, but this has been a fun experiment in that. Let's get this one seated. Yeah, I'll try to show them up close once I get this last handle. Okay, so from the Bard set, which is a little bit more my style, love the hooks. Very nice. Sorry, I'm just finding the camera. Very nice. And then from the Druid set, just kind of I really like the lineup on this. The rakes look good, pretty aggressive, and it's got the nice half diamond. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you. There we go. Yeah, really, really excited to try them out. And I guess before we dive into setting up 12 of them, because 6 took quite a while, let's do a little bit of picking. I'm just gonna go to my little safety lock. I love my Pack Lock 98 Pro. Let's size down. Try these tensioners while we're here. Let's see if we can't get it open. Let's just start with this. There we go. Missed that second click on pin 1. It wants to. It's right there. Making sure I didn't miss any. Like maybe I did miss a click back there. There we go. First open with the Moki on the Pack Lock 98 Pro. It's become my comfort lock. And since we have them, let's try the rake out. Just start with something easy. Do the master lock number 3. Well, we'll get a rake on this. Or I hope we do at least. If not, I'll single pin pick it with one of the. Let's just flip it over and try the gem hook. Gem hook, sorry, not a gem hook, although I do love my gem hooks. Nice, easy open. Wonderful. Well, first impressions, very nice. Feel good in the hand. The handle size is great. Really excited to kind of deep dive with them. And at this point, I'll move on. There are going to be some duplicates. I'm going to have some doubles of the tension tools and such, just because the Bard set and the Druid set come with their own. But the more the merrier. Hey. Okay, so this is the Explorer V2, and it's the standard Moki, so it's the double-sided, which I just think is awesome. Oh, and I was wondering, where is my extra pry bar? I did grab let's see if I can find it. Pardon my nails. That's one thing that I'm gonna have to stop. Um, 1.3 millimeter was the only extra tension tool I got from Moki. It was the one size missing in the set. I just kind of wanted to have everything complete. Yeah, another set of the bottom of the keyway. But I'm very excited, if as the channel grows, as my skills grow, I'd love to do a giveaway and be able to include some fun products that everyone might not have access to, but we'll get there in time. So we've got zero point 0.8 millimeters, 1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeters, then the 1.3 was the additional one that I added on, and then a chonky boy, the 1 point or the 2 millimeter. Yeah, quite the chonk right there. Then we'll start getting into the picks. Let me just working in a tight space, so I'm going to try to stay organized as I go. Feels so nice. I love having the backup for down the line if something happens. Before I dive into doing all these handles, I did pick up a 6 pack of the green and silver, but I just could not pass on the brass bolts. So I have a 6 pack of the black handles with the brass bolts as well. And in addition to the picks, I did pick up the Moki edition of the Lockmaster. It came in this wonderful. I'm just so happy with this nice, beautiful 3D printed case. And I was blown away at just the compactness of this set. It's a lot smaller than I was anticipating, but I have picked with it a little bit this week, waiting before the video, and it's been real fun. My only other experience with I will just go through the tips here in a moment. My only other experience with the handhelds, yeah, that case is awesome. I was really happy with it. I do have the Covert Companion Pro, so when I was saw how chunky this one was, I guess it kind of adjusted my expectations because when I pulled that Lockmaster out, I was really blown away. But the Covert Companion Pro's also been a lot of fun. That's a fun tool. I am definitely a collector in the hobby as much as I am a lock sporter. I tend to collect as much as I can, but it's got a great array of tips. I'm just going to spread them out and I'll bring them a little bit closer. Great array of tips on there, lots of hooks to choose from, the nice half diamond, and a couple of rakes for that quick open action. And it's very comfortable. I was really surprised when I was picking with it this week. I was able to I still had really good feedback, which I know some people I had seen it mentioned before where they felt like they kind of lose feedback in some of these pocket tools. I was surprised at how much I was still able to garner from it. But yeah, so that's been great, and really, I do love the little case that it came on to putting some handles on. It is the Covert Companion or the lock the Lockmaster. It is so light. It is very lightweight. I think they're all in I have to look. I don't know what measurement they use for thickness over there that he manufactures in. But the Covert Companion Pro, that is a hefty son of a gun. It's got some weight to it. But a great assortment of tools. I mean, if you're in the field, it would be a great thing to have. But as I said, I'm a bit of a collector myself, and I just couldn't pass it up. The Lockmaster is very lightweight. It is, honestly, I'm trying to find something to compare it to. It's going to be about the same as a small EDC knife. I would say maybe even a little bit lighter. All right, and so what I'm going to do first is I'm kind of going to figure out the forest diamond. There, oh, let me get it in the frame. I'll show it after the handle's on. I'm just going to organize which ones I want and which color real quick, and then I'll start putting handles on them. Steel has a little bit of flex, but they're nice and hefty. I tend to be a heavy-handed picker, so we'll see how they hold up in the long term. I do plan on kind of giving more of a review video once I have some hours in on them. Those to the side. I'm gonna move those over. Once this fun's over, I'm really gonna start my deep dive into purple locks. I would like to um, be able to complete the assassin challenge and get my rank up with LPU. More just for personal accomplishment. I really don't. I just something I want to achieve. Eventually, black belt would be great, but I know the jump from where I'm at now and to black belt is it's going to be the skill ceiling between the higher belts is huge. Let's see who's in there. Handles feel great. I think these ones are his regular handles are injection molded, whereas the handles I put on the dual line set is oh, I'm gonna figure out a better way is 3D printed, which I am into 3D printing myself, so I was kind of happy to see that. Maybe we'll just go one at a time. Let's just do that. And it's that way. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. The handle assembly is just nice and clean and easy on these guys. And I'm gonna work a little smarter on this one. Really just gonna do one at a time. Let me make sure I put that scale. I want to put this. Actually, I might end up switching the other one, but I'll do that another time. Don't know if you saw there was a post in Reddit this morning of someone who was at that Austin tool meetup. And I think I got to look at the new prototype tent. I'm going to switch this one around. I guess I'm going to do it on stream. Um, I saw the prototype of the new JimyLongs tensioners. I'm actually really excited to see how those turn out once he releases them. Definitely be picking them up. And I haven't been doing this the longest time, but one thing I am finding is once you find your couple of pick profiles that really work for you, it's not so much about having more of them as I put together all these picks, but that's the collector in me. It's really having those tension options that I'm finding to be a little more important. Being able to get proper tension is huge. Oh, maybe that's where I saw it. It might have been on Facebook in the Art of Lockpicking group. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is where I saw it. But definitely excited at the prospect of those. It really is, and I've had to learn that because I tend to be a very heavy-handed picker. Um, and I love those really audible clicks, but I'm finding as I move up in lock difficulty, there's a lot more finesse involved in the tension. Let's open more of these first. Got a few more open. Go ahead and finish this out. I mean, you just saw me open mine when I was testing out the Bard kit, and that is a lock. I It's become my comfort lock, but I find medium to heavy tension for me just kicks butt because it's such a crunchy lock and the clicks are so audible and apparent that just that medium to very slightly heavy tension just helps lock everything into place. Then my biggest thing was you hear it everywhere, you read it everywhere, but spending the time to try to find that binding order really is what is where I had my breakthrough on my 90A Pro. Just going one click at a time. And then they have that standard pin in the seventh pin stack. I do find I've read it before and it was actually something that helped me was basically not touching that until the end. And what I found when I left it alone was once I felt like I started to feel that mush once everything's set, I was able to just nudge that seventh pin. And once I had that little nudge on there, it just popped right open. I know not all locks are the same, but that was something I had read that helped me when I was trying to get my first couple opens on it and get that consistency. See, that is and I won't lie, the 98 Pro is my comfort lock, but I still struggle with all my different A1100s, my American locks. I still find them to be challenging at times. Because I can't just go off a feel with those. It's really in that light tension to set them. And I was trying to figure out how I was gonna fill up a half hour on a stream, which is why I was thinking I'd do all the assembly, but man, maybe I should have put them all together and just started picking with them. I could have easily got a half an hour. For my purple locks, I have a couple of different Medico options. I have a little Ruco 600 with the barrel pins in the matching counter milling. And I have not had the best time trying to work through those. I haven't really feel like I've got a couple of false sets on my Ruco 600, but no opens as of yet. I can feel the dopamine building for when I finally do get that pop on it. I appreciate that. Thank you, Labs. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that lab mat that I see in the community, that's something of your making. Is that correct, or am I wrong there? Sorry if I am wrong. Oh, okay. My apologies. Just wasn't sure the name, the name made me think of that. That is a nice looking mat as well. I really am a fan of the lockjaw mat, though. The Paladin mat's been great so far. Granted, it's the only lockpicking mat I have, but it fits the pan of ice very nicely. I've gotten into a few gotten I've gotten into challenge lock making just a little bit. I'm excited to continue building that skill set. But as I briefly mentioned earlier, with the woodworking, I'm thinking about getting into custom picks in the future. I haven't taken any step towards it besides thought yet, but I am it's something I am looking into. Man, these feel great. I really like the feel of them and the weight with the handles on. Very nice. And just having that backup, something happens. For example, let me grab it. I got really lucky. but my very sweet son tried to pick a lock one day, and I'm trying to get it into focus. There we go. My Jimmy Long's deep flat hook took a bit of a bend from him, and it was something I couldn't even be upset with him about. I was able to straighten it out, and I still use it. But I love the idea with the Mokis. If something happens, you just take your handle off, pop. There's already I can tell. Let me show you on these ones. He's got a little line there to break off if you need. You can just flip that handle around and send it. So I'm excited at that prospect with these. And personally, I feel like it really helped with kind of swallowing the cost, for lack of a better word, because we're basically getting two picks for every one, which I think that's a pretty fair deal in the long run. And this is the combination. I love the green, but I am so excited for these brass bolts. I do find the mat, I mean, there's some aesthetics to it, but it also has a lot of usefulness. I found, especially with pinning, it can be very helpful with. But I mean, even those mini pinning trays from Sparrows are great. I have a small one from Covert Instruments that I've used for all of my gut videos. I'm glad you agree. I really I couldn't decide between the two, which is why I just got six of each. Because then, best of both worlds there. No real need to just settle on one when I can um pick both. We'll see on this first pick, but from the photos it just looks so snazzy. Don't give up on that 98 Pro. You will definitely get it. I fought with mine for I kind of bought my first couple belts all at once, and I fought with it for weeks while I really started to learn my orange and green belt locks. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. And then eventually it just happened. The first time I thought it was a fluke, but I just followed through and ended up getting like 4 or 5 opens of it that first night. Yeah, that's just a snazzy look. That just looks good. Sorry, my headphone keeps falling out. If you could hear me, can you say something? I might have just lost my headphones. Just a moment. If you could hear me, could you let I think my headphones just died on me. Oh, thank you. I sure hope you get that open tonight. That would be awesome. Hi, love. You're fine, sugar. Just got one friend in here and we've just been chatting it up. He's working on that my blue lock that frustrated me for those couple weeks till I started to open it. He's working on that one right now. Thank you, babe. Much appreciated. I love you too, honey. You have a good night. I'll come see you when I'm done. I'll be quiet in case you're asleep. I'm a general contractor by day, a hobbyist woodworker. Kind of just been hands on with a lot of things in my life. So I was really surprised at how quickly, I kind of came into this sport slash hobby and have enjoyed it as much as I have. I appreciate that. Supposed to keep my hands in the frame for the duration, but I'm hoping. I think his name's Chris. I want to say maybe it's Chris at Lockjaw. I think he'll be understanding. I'm going to finish assembling these. I'm going to probably pick a couple locks, hang out with labs, and then I'm going to hit the hay. Yeah. Oh, come on. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. Good night, Booger. That's our little man. Do you have any pets or anything, Labs? Let's make sure. Nope. See, I had it on backwards. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so I rent where we're at, so we can't have any dogs or cats, unfortunately. But we do have two snakes, two ball pythons. And I'm looking at getting a hog nose here soon. I had a big 50-gallon fish tank a few years back with an oxalotl, and that was fun. He was a cool guy to just. I mean, they are goofy as all hell. He was a cool guy to just watch. What breed of dog do you have, if you don't mind sharing? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. We're just assembling some tools from Moki, just putting the handles on them, and we've had a few successful picks so far. Um, Very nice quality. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I did have. Oh, nice. Nice. And I think it's pronounced Ca- Cane Corso, not Cane or Cane. Don't think Cane Corso is correct. Think it think that E is enunciated differently. But we did. We had a beautiful boa, and we got her really young from the breeder, and she had failure to thrive, and we lost her, which was really unfortunate. But she was so sweet. Just one of those things you can't really do much about with that failure to thrive. I mean, we took her in. We did everything we could for her. And once we have a little more space, we'll probably look into getting another. She was a true red tail, so she wasn't quite one of those. I don't know the exact area she was in from, but she was an actual true red tail, and yeah, she just we tried feeding, we took her in, we tried some treatments from the vets, and there was just nothing we could do. She just would not eat. And on the rare occasion we could get her to eat, she could not keep it down. She would just regurgitate it, which was just really unfortunate. Definitely a hard experience for my wife and for myself as well. But she had really bonded to her. Okay, well, the set is assembled. That was actually quite fun to put together. Probably going to do the heat shrink off camera on the tensioners. I'm going to get it ready. And I have one last thing I definitely want to show you guys before I pop off. I've been well, not working with, but been brainstorming with Phantasm Industries on some case ideas, and he manufactured me this fantastic case that I'm very excited about. This is a back. It just came in this week. I haven't had a chance to put any patches on it yet. We've got the molly webbing on the back, the nice orange little accent on the D rings. Then I'll go ahead and open it for you guys to take a look at. Oh, I set the stickers aside. No, I wanted to show off. He has some awesome little stickers he sent with it that I wanted to show off, but just this beautiful pick case. And it's set up in a way um, where it will be able to be hung by the D rings and you'll have access to everything. And one of the little things we brainstormed that I'm very appreciative of is we have some little, these ones are a little long for this slot. I'll probably use my JimyLongs and maybe my Covert Instruments, but we brainstormed this little tension tool pouch on the access on the outside to where you have kind of a quick access. And then the main tension tool storage or whatever else you want it to be is in the zipper pocket. Well, we just thought, having a little bit quicker access to your main tensioners would be nice and useful. And I just love the gray, black, and orange. I think it was we went through a couple different iterations in the planning stage, and I really feel like the light, the orange accent not being too heavy and just in the stitching and the webbing turned out great. Just gives it that nice little bit of pop. But I am definitely excited to start filling it up. And it's just a beautiful fit with the handled tools here. And then also, um, he another fantastic manufacturer, Greyhound. I love my Greyhound tools. They actually were a huge help with the A1100s and my pack lock. Now I have a video of me picking the pack lock with a bobby pin. So I can basically use anything, but the Greyhound tools were a great starting point. Those dogs will hunt, as they say. Um, so you have a nice spot for the handled up top, and then you can fit these guys nice side by side. They hold in there nice. Just very, very excited all around. Phantasm he was great to work with. Very easygoing. Um, and really like being able to brainstorm together with him was great. And the top pouches are actually wide enough to fit two handles in there, which is really nice. There's huge storage potential with this bag. And I wanted to make sure that I showed that off while I was live with you guys. So you had a chance to see as he is kind of in the starting stages of commercializing this. And like I said, just an absolute pleasure to work with. Um, Great guy. And as I mentioned, I definitely want to give a little shout out to Greyhound. I love these picks. They are just superior quality. And I know, like I said, I'm a damn collector. But I did order his pocket folder and um, a couple more things I have on the way from him. And then I think I mentioned it, but these handle cases on the Reaper are from 44 Delta, and he's just a great guy as well. He actually made a few of his files available for 3D printing, and I came up with this color scheme and printed them myself. Now his site 44delta.com is down just for the month of December while they welcome a new little one into their family. But another great creator in our community. Then this little graph pick from Covert Instruments has been real fun. I've been having a blast. I'm just picking which lock. Um, I've just been having a blast with it. With the McTickler on there, it's just so I don't know. I think it's kind of just snazzy and um, it's definitely fun. Oh, I missed it on that one. I was usually able to pretty consistently get some nice clean zips out of it on this Abus 5540, but there is a pin I'm missing. It's not my normal tensioner. Let me use a thinner one. Yeah, that one's a little narrower. Give me a little more room back there. But the graph pick's fun. I had mentioned it with the Lockmaster with the Moki, what I had noticed this last week of using it, but despite the fidget aspect, I still get pretty good. Oh, it doesn't want to. I've got one little guy back there, one little pin that's not popping, not seating. Um, it produces good feedback. So I was really surprised by that. Let me see if I have another one here. Can get a nice zip, little zip slash rake on it. Oh, I need the wide one for that. My normal tensioner of choice is one of these JimyLongs right here. just a fun little gadget, gadget and gizmo. I was trying to combine them, but it's pretty neat. I just like that. I like that kind of stuff. I'm definitely a fidgeter myself. Um, what else did I want to kind of show today? We talked about Delta. We talked about Phantasm. I agree. I only got it on the Black Friday deal because it came with the Reaper inserts for free, and I really am a fan of the Reapers. They're good picks. I mean, some people have opinions on Covert Instruments, um, and that's okay. Everyone can feel how they feel, but I like them. They're good products. I haven't ran into any issues with anything I've purchased from them. One last thing I'll show that has actually been kind of neat is I picked up just this little Tom Talk pouch on Amazon. It was pretty affordable. I have my little travel reapers right there. I like them enough to have like 3 sets of them. Um, this is a great little pouch for traveling, just to carry it with you in the car. But I just love the separation. I can fit plenty of picks in here, little in my little pick cases. And then what I like is, being a bit of a collector, I don't like just smashing. I'm just locking my pack lock. Um, I don't like smashing all my locks together and scraping them up. So I just love the little pockets and just being able to have them kind of separated. And yeah, I could just keep loading them up. And it's got good storage. It's actually been very convenient, and it was pretty affordable. It was not too bad at all. But just a little Tom Talk case has been awesome for travel picking. What I generally carry in there is I have a little EDC set that I have it filled with, and then just my locks. I also have the Apex, which I keep in there as well. And the Apex this has been pretty cool. I do like the picks that they have in the Apex. Specifically, I'd have to double check. I think this is Evo 3 because Evo 4 is their dimple set. But they have the DeForest Diamond, which is great. They have this awesome hook. I wish I knew the name of it off the top of my head, but this guy here is great. And then I do love the Gentle Reach from Covert Instruments. They are they're a good pick. But I think that about wraps me up for the evening. Labs, I really, really appreciate you spending some of your time this evening with me and just hearing me chat and put together these Moki picks. I think I kind of want to do one last pick before I get off because I want to try one of the regular Mokis. And we'll do the ones I always struggle with. Instead of doing my 98 Pro again, I will do my A1100. And I don't know if you've ever had this happen. Some people haven't seen it before, but with those A1100s, they get messed up a little bit every now and again. You just keep turning it, and everything goes right back into place. 1.2, I think, is going to be the perfect size. Yeah, nice, comfortable fit in this keyway with the 1.2. I do have this funky southpaw grip. Um, it's just how I tend to pick. I know a lot of southpaw folks end up picking across the pond way, which is, Bible. I think they say Bible down, but I tend to just go with this funky little crab grip. I appreciate that. I definitely will. Definitely will hit you up on Discord. But we'll just see if we can get a quick. Doesn't need to be quick, but we'll see if we can get a little open on this guy. Okay, I got the false set. So there's one. This one I've picked a few times. There we go. We have it. Wow. I'm not gonna say it was the pick that made it that easy, but normally I'm not that consistent with these guys. they usually take a much longer time to open. But that was a great little intro with the Moki. That was a nice clean open on the A1100. I do intend on going live much more frequently. I am almost to the subscriber count to do it through YouTube itself instead of Restream. And I want to start trying to dive into these purples and honestly, a lot of my naughty bucket. Most of what I post my challenges on are locks that not always super comfortable with, but locks that I've opened before. Thank you. It did feel like butter. I surprised myself on that one. Um, but most of my challenge videos are things I'm all comfortable with. So I'd really like to start going live and diving into my naughty bucket. I've got some Master 410s that really give me trouble on occasion. Some S1100s. That's the 6-pin American lock. It's basically that same 410 Lotto core, if I'm not mistaken. And then the purples I mentioned, a couple Medicos, a Ruco 600, and then I have some other blue belt locks I want to open on camera too. I picked up the Lockwood 334B45, and then I have I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but I have a Berg Watcher, the Diamant, that I'm excited to open as well. So I'll try to go live a little more frequently, and thank you guys for tuning in and have a wonderful